Hi guys, welcome back to the Air Weapon channel. I broke my mobile phone, so before I throw it out, I'm going to shoot it. So we're going to shoot it with the HDR68. If it withstands, the HDS68. Also, a 2.2 air rifle break barrel. And we'll see how the phone withstands. I don't really want to shoot this in here because I just got a funny feeling glass is going to fly everywhere, but it's in the name of science, so we got to do it. These pellets produce 500 FPS, but they're quite heavy and they hit hard. These pellets produce 600 FPS. They're quite soft though, so I think they'll go flat. These pellets produce 500 FPS, but they're quite heavy, weighing in at 1 gram, so they're not too bad. And for the HDS and the HDR68, we will shoot 1 steel core slug from each, if the phone survives, and 1 killer spike, because I'm interested to see if these will actually go through. And if it survives everything, I have 1 of these, which I will shoot through the HDS, because I don't have the other one of these magazines without that in, and I don't want to take that out of here, because knowing my luck, it'll never fit back in properly again. First up, air rifle. Soft pellet, spiky, but 600 FPS. See how he does. Nice, I feared the glass flying back. Secondly, the heavy hitting 500 FPS one. Ricocheted back. Last up, spiky 500 FPS. Let's go take a look. So here is the damage. This glass is quite tough. It didn't even make it through the glass. You can't really see it on there, but where it's hit is raised the glass out and kind of sunk the wound behind it. Not bad. Killer. Next up, 68 cal with a killer spike. Now that one blew the phone back. Bit of the shrapnel from the killer spike stuck in there, see the green, but still not going through. That's all I can find from the killer spike. I did find a flat pellet though. No penetration on that, completely smooth and shiny. Even got a bit of glass inside this pellet. Slug. It blows that phone right back, don't it? The slug made the biggest impact damage here, but these phones are quite tough, you know. No damage to, well, the steel core didn't come out, but the slug itself got a bit destroyed. Next up, HDS68. So we have a slug and a killer spike in there. No sights on this one, and since I put this on, it's a little bit hard to aim, so hopefully I hit the phone. First up, killer spike. Well, we hit it. The spike just come back to me, so I don't think it went through the foam, but that's all that's left of it. The green stuff completely shattered. I'm really impressed with how strong mobile phones are, you know. Phone is that strong, it's actually flattened the tip on that killer spike. Can you see that? Actually flattened it. That killer spike actually put a tiny hole in the screen there, but still, mobile phones are strong, you know. Let's try and hit a part I haven't shot yet with a slug. Not bad, not bad. This is quite accurate considering it doesn't have a single sight on you. Well, that time, because I left the ruggedized case on the back, but that time it hit it with so much force that it blew the back of the case off and actually snapped the case too. But still, oh, I don't know. Look at the back of that. So maybe if we didn't have the case on, it might have went straight through. But the case saved it. And that was using the slug. These things are quite strong. No damage to this slug. Let's put the case back on him and we'll try the last projectile. Next round, beans, the killer spikes, the slugs and the pellets. No complete penetration. I'm going to use this zombie killing spike. Now that there is about 8mm in thickness. It's quite thick. Killer spike in there. Well, zombie arrow spike, I should say. He's all loaded up. Let's see if we can actually hit the target. Well, glass flew all the way back here. From the looks of it, it's gone in because it's stopped dead where it is. So this is the damage from that. We did have a penetration with that one. I'm really, really impressed with how strong these Sony Xperias are, you know. I've always swore by them. I've always said they were good phones, but to withstand 3 pellets, 2 killer spikes, 2 slugs, and an arrow, and still don't have full penetration of the phone, because he's not gone all the way through, but he has completely cracked the top half off though. And he's actually proper stuck in there. Whatever they put inside these phones is strong enough to flatten these spikes. So far, I've never flattened one of these spikes. I've broke them, I've snapped them, but I've never been able to flatten the tip. Whatever they use to build this is strong. Right, I've taken the case off the phone and I want to shoot it one more time with this. So he's in there, one shot. So that time we had some breakages. There's the hole. It's virtually gone all the way through. You can see the glass lifted on the other side. You can even see where the steel is pushed out here. But the metal and the circuitry inside here is stopping everything, man. Projectile has withstood, but the tip on that is pretty destroyed and flat. Needs sharpening and smoothing off now. So the answer to your question is, if somebody tried to shoot you whilst you was on the phone, it's a good possibility that the phone might actually save your life. So let's try a steel core slug with 6 steel balls inside or 7 steel balls inside and one big massive 50 caliber ball inside that. Let's go. I think that was the most destruction. The phone, I think, is completely snapped in half, and there is glass and plastic everywhere from that shot. It completely fucked it up. We have the camera here. It literally blew the camera clean out of the phone. So that one, my friends, is a strong ammunition. But the phone is still in one piece. The bullet has taken a little bit of damage, but not enough for us to not shoot it again. Let's try again. That one definitely hits hard. He's getting there. He's almost destroyed. I think I better take the battery out of this now, just in case the battery explodes whilst I'm shooting it. I totally forgot about the battery. So here's the battery. That zombie arrow spiky bullet thing did make it through the battery. But it's quite warm. And this ammunition is holding up quite well. We have a little chip on the end now, but still not enough to stop this from still being shot again. Last shot. Let's see if this one will actually snap it in half. That ammunition packs a punch. Well, it blew the screen out off the other side, dented it all up, but still no complete penetration. Ammunition still survived, so we'll do the next shot from here. I honestly thought that phone would have just been blown to bits on the first one, maybe 2 shots. I even thought the air rifle would have killed it, to be fair. But here we go. Let's try this one. Nice. I think I seen it blow into pieces that time. That time, we broke it. But you know what? This little tiny thin piece of metal still stop the slugs. That thin little tiny piece of steel, the back metal completely split and shattered in half. So the back steel there, not very strong. But this little tiny thin piece, I can't believe how much it stops the ammunition. But this thing is a very, very heavy hitter. Highly recommend these. So goodbye my Sony Xperia. Let's see what it'll do to the ruggedized phone case. So we killed the phone, let's kill the case. Let's see if we can kill it with one shot with one of these heavy hitting slugs. Either I missed, which is not like me, or it went straight through. See how many times if you find these you can reuse them? Let's see if we can obliterate that case with one shot with one of these heavy hitting slugs. I think we can say that's a yes. Well, we blew the case to bits, but the rubber in the case is still withstanding. No bloody holes, man. I made a good choice in phone cases. Can a 2.2 air rifle go through it? One from each pellet. Well, I don't believe that. I cannot believe that. There is minute pin dot holes in there, so either the pellet has gone through and the rubber has contracted back to its original size, or the pellets didn't even make it through, which means these Amazon rugged phone cases for builders are bloody good. So that's it from me, guys. That's all that's left of the ammunition. The phone case survived. And here we have what's left of the phone. That is the only surviving bit of ammo other than the killer spike. And there's all the rest of the phone. See what I mean by it's a good little box, that, isn't it? All that glass I was expecting to fly everywhere. I do have a tiny little sparkle here and there on the floor, but the majority of it all stayed in that box. Brilliant stuff. So then, guys, that's all it is from me today. Blowing up that phone took a lot longer than I thought, and a hell of a lot more rounds than I thought. So I was pretty surprised, really. So this ammunition is actually one of the most powerfulest. These explode on impact. They don't really do that much. They just look cool. These are very heavy hitting, well worth the money, and you can reuse them. This thing done the most damage, and I was very surprised that the end got so flat from shooting a phone. But good ammunition. They actually fly quite straight, and that's all that's left from the killer spike. That green stuff explodes into millions of pieces. Right then, guys, that's me gone. Hope you enjoyed that little experiment, and hope you all learned something. I did. Phones are much, much stronger than they look, because when you drop them, the screens break, but when you shoot them, they survive, man. So, yeah, hope you all enjoyed. See you all again soon. Bye-bye for now.